ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ श्री सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। 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 ॐ हृतगं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः। ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात्। हरि ओम, सुप्रभातम, a very warm welcome. ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हरि ओम, a warm welcome to the penultimate day of this series and for this whole Maha Abhiyan, Vishnu Sahasranama Abhiyan, which we had taken 14 months ago. And on this day, we will take up the Phalshruti. As we have completed the Sahasranama yesterday, we will straight away take up Phalshruti. We will chant two times as always, and then we will explain. Shri Bhishma Uvacha Itidam Kirtaniyasya Keshavasya Mahatmanah Namnam Sahasram Divyanam Asheshena Prakirtitam. Shri Bhishma Uvacha Itidam Kirtaniyasya Keshavasya Mahatmanah Namnam Sahasram Divyanam Asheshena Prakirtitam. Having blessed the whole world while speaking or while narrating, while informing Yudhishthira, Bhishmacharya now concludes by saying, what are all the benefits? More often than not, we all are benefit oriented, utility oriented. Even our bhakti is benefit oriented. That is the irony. Bhakti is supposed to be that by which I love Bhagavan for nothing, asking nothing, demanding nothing, but only for the love of Bhagavan. In fact, the real love is that where I don't even expect love in return. Because the moment I expect love in return, it is trade, it is business. It might sound harsh, but unfortunately it is the truth. The moment I expect anything, then it is a barter system. It is a trade, it is a business, it is an exchange offer. But when we have love towards Bhagavan, asking nothing, that is true love. And in fact, that is what Bhagavan also looks forward to. And that is the last lap in our sadhana also. The moment we step into that, it is like, as I always give the example of a pole vault, it is a last moment where with the help of the pole I have reached the heights. The last moment is to drop the pole. Once I drop the pole, the very idea, the very act of dropping the pole, we will glide into the other side. This gliding, Bhagavan takes care. Now see, when Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana, this is what it means. My work is to raise myself to that point. Once I raise to the point and leave all that supports what I have taken, yena tyajasi tat tyaja. Remove, give up, throw it out. The moment we do that, karma phala is Bhagavan gliding us into the other side. What is that other side? Other side is coming to understand, coming to realize, coming to experience in my own true experience, wherein all sadhanas becomes redundant. All sadhanas are negated. All sadhanas to reach there is also falsified. How? By coming to understand nothing ever existed. But that last moment has to be done only by Bhagavan, not any of us. We can't do it. That is why karma phala he alone gives. However, because we have not yet raised ourselves to that level of maturity, to understand that last glide he alone does, he will do it. Why should I worry? Let me do my swadharma in this world. If we do that, then he will take care. But till that jnanam takes place, what is that jnanam? Everything is Bhagavan. He alone does everything. I have to just keep up my swadharma. If this is understood, then this may not be required. Phalshruti may not be required. Since we are not yet mature to that extent, since we are looking forward the benefits, since we are looking forward the utilities because of the immatured mind, For such people, it is like giving an incentive. You know what it will happen if you do this. What are all the things can happen? How am I benefited? Leave alone like a kami in this world, but even as a sadhaka. Let the sadhaka understand these benefits are there. Therefore, let him sincerely chant. For that sake, a Phalshruti is given in every Shastra. Here in Vishnu Sahasranama also, Phalshruti is there. In fact, last minute I would say, this is taken care by Bhagavan. It is not that we need not chant Sahasranama, we will chant Phalshruti, so Phala Bhagavan will give. No. Sahasranama, when I chant properly alone, this Phalshruti is valid. If I don't chant Sahasranama properly, if I don't chant Sahasranama with bhakti, if I don't chant Sahasranama with absolute love for Bhagavan, this Phalshruti is noise. Therefore, have this very much clearly. But since it is there as a completion process, because you will not feel that I have concluded incomplete. Therefore, I am taking this Phalshruti. Otherwise, frankly speaking, it is not at all required. Our job is to chant Sahasranama properly. With that note, and for those people who will feel bad if I don't discuss about Phalshruti, for their benefit, we will discuss. And Phalshruti is a commentary on its own. There is no much explanation is required. You will see it when I explain. Alright, with that mind, Shri Bhishma Uvacha, he says to Yudhishthira, what? Itidam kirtaniyasya. Idam iti kirtaniyasya. This way, chanting the 1000 names of the one who deserves to be worshipped. This we have seen earlier also. He alone deserves to be worshipped. Therefore, the one who deserves to be worshipped, who is that? Keshavasya Mahatmanaha, the Mahatma Keshava. Namnam Sahasram Divyanam. Divyanam Namnam. Why is it called Divya? Because it gives us the ultimate result of moksha. It gives us the ultimate result of moving us away from this samsara sagara and crossing us over the ocean of samsara towards jnanam. Divyanam asheshena prakirtitam. We have already discussed all of them without any omissions or commissions. With that, we have clearly indicated the glory of Bhagavan. Therefore, asheshena prakirtitam divyanam namnam sahasram. Ya idam shunuyan nityam yaschapi parikirtayet nashubham prapnuyat kinchit somutreha cha manavah. Ya idam shunuyan nityam yaschapi parikirtayet nashubham prapnuyat kinchit somutreha cha manavah. Yaha manavah, those people. Very interesting. In our Shastras, this also we have earlier noted, we have given the note. In our Shastra, in our Sanatana Dharma, there is no Bheda Bhava whatsoever. Nowhere in our Shastra has it says Brahmanaha, Christians, Islam, Parsi, Sikh, like that. No Bheda of religion, caste, creed, color, race, physical constitutions, even gender, nothing. When it comes to sadhana, when it comes to sadhya, and when it comes to sadhaka, there is no Bheda. There are only two. One, sadhya vastu, Bhagavan. Sadhakaha, seeker. Only two. And once that is complete, there is no two also. That is why Ekameva Advitiyam Brahman. But if you see, yaha is a common pronoun used. For what? To indicate whoever. Parampujya Gurudev would say, I had mentioned this then also. Whoever he be, he who. And then quietly he would include, she also is included. Think, yaha manavaha idam shrunuyat, the one, whoever listens to this Sahasranama. That is why, whenever there are Garbhini at home, they insist on that Garbhini listening to Vishnu Sahasranama regularly, every day. Why? That listening also goes to the fetus, and the fetus also listens to that. It is said. And from the third month, especially when the mind starts growing. We will be discussing this when we take up our another project called Shodasha Samskara, where we will discuss a lot about Garbhadanam. At that time we will see how beautifully the fetus grows, and in the third month where the mind starts growing, when the mind starts developing, the fetus starts listening. And in the fifth month, the mind is fully grown. That is a time when the Garbhini Stree must listen to all good things, all noble things, all about spirituality, and therefore they insist that Vishnu Sahasranama is constantly chanted and the Garbhini Stree must listen carefully. Listening is very important. And now it is not only for Garbhini Stree, please. It is one indication I had given. Every one of us, every day, Bhagavad Gita Kinchidadita is one thing. Second one is Nam Sahasram. Both are said by Acharya Shankara in Bhajagovindam. Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram. And what is there? There the indication is Vishnu Sahasranama. Ye manavaha idam shruniyat, the one who listens. Yahacha api parikirtayet, the one who also chants. Having learnt the chanting properly, very important. Having learned the chanting properly, by listening carefully, if he chants, na ashubham prapnuyat, there is no inauspiciousness or negative thinking and negativities happening. Now when we split here, we have to be careful. Na shubham, we should not split like that. It is na ashubham, the one who will never be into any kind of problems, into any kind of inauspiciousness. Prapnuyat kinchit saha amutraha, amutraiha. Amutra means what? After death, meaning here in this life and further in the other world also, he will be or she will be always happy. Prapnuyat. Vedantago brahmanasyat kshatriyo vijayi bhavet vaishyo dhana samriddhasyat chudra sukhamavapnuyat. Vedantako brahmanasyat kshatriyo vijayi bhavet vaishyo dhana samriddhasyat chudra sukhamavapnuyat. Vedantakaha brahmanaha. Brahmanaha, here we have several times indicated, but again quickly we mention, Brahmana is not the, as Gurudev would put it, cross-belted variety, or not the one who is just wearing a upavita because they were born in that particular vamsha. Brahmana is beautifully explained as mumukshu. Who is a mumukshu? The one whose mind rests in the thinking of Brahman. Brahmani charati iti brahmanaha. The one whose mind is all the time thinking of Bhagavan. One, he thinks of Bhagavan and he also makes others think of Bhagavan. Right? Brahmanaha, who is a Vedanti. Who is Vedanti? The one who has understood the import of Vedanta Shastra. If he is a Vedanti, if he is a Brahmana, then Brahmana again means the one who will gain the knowledge of Brahman. A mumukshu will gain Brahmajnanam. Kshatriyo vijayi bhavet. If he is a warrior, if he is a Kshatriya, the protector of the Desha, then he will gain victory in all his confrontations. Vaishyaha dhanasamruddhaha. Vaishyaha, the commercial people. What do you mean by commercial people? Those who have business as their profession. For them, dhana samruddhaha, they will gain prosperity. Shudraha sukham avapnuyat. Those who are in the working cadre, they will gain lot of happiness. The very work itself will give them happiness. Therefore, all the sections are being dealt with and all the sections are given phala. Dharmarthi prapnuyat dharmamartharthi charthamapnuyat kamanavapnuyat kami prajarthi prapnuyat prajam. Dharmarthi. Who is Dharmarthi? The one who lives in the with lot of dharma as his primordial principle. Meaning what? The one who lives a righteous life. Prapnuyat dharma. He will be protected by dharma. That is why we often quote dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. Therefore, here another meaning of this dharma is punyam. Prapnuyat dharma means prapnuyat punyam, the one who walks in the right path. Arthati arthamapnuyat, the one who is very interested only in money. He will get money also. Now don't sit there and think, oh, if I chant Vishnu Sahasranamam, I'll get lot of money. Please note, we have to understand it very carefully. I chant Vishnu Sahasranama as an offering to Bhagavan, but I have to continue working in the dharmic way. Even the next line, Kamanavapnuyat kami. Those who ask for desires and those who ask for pleasure, they will get pleasure. But that kama, that desire must be legitimate and it should be in the righteous path. Such people will be blessed with whatever you desire. Yo yam tanum bhaktya shraddhayam ichchasi tasya tasyam phalam shraddham tameva vidadami. Whatever you ask, I will give you. But in the righteous and legitimate way. Prajarthi prapnuyat prajam. Those who are looking forward to gaining the Vamsha Vriddhi, who are looking for Vamsha Vriddhi, they will gain Praja, they will gain progeny, children. Bhaktiman yasadotthaya shuchis tadgata manasah sahasram vasudevasya namnametat prakirtayet. Bhaktiman yasadotthaya shuchis tadgata manasah sahasram vasudevasya namnametat prakirtayet. Bhaktiman, those who are the devotees of Bhagavan, yaha sada utthaya. Sada utthaya meaning what? He will grow. What do you mean by growth? Bhaktiman's growth is growth of bhakti towards Bhagavan. Because growth here does not refer to prosperity. All those have been told earlier. So Bhaktiman yaha sada utthaya, for the sake of gaining the Supreme, he will be blessed. His sadhana will grow, meaning more and more clarity of thought will come. More and more understanding will come up. More and more acceptance will come. More and more vision of the Supreme will be there. Utthaya shuchis tadgat manasaha. Mind will become purer. Mind will become quieter. Mind will become clean. Clean meaning what? Shuddhi meaning what? Purity meaning what? Mind will no more get agitated. Mind will no more get disturbed. Mind will remain calm, will remain quiet, will be able to see things as they are. Sahasram Vasudevasya Namnami Tat Prakirtayet. Who are the people who will gain all these? All those who chant. Prakirtayet, who glorify Bhagavan through Sahasram Vasudevasya Namnami Etat. Etat Namnam Vasudevasya Sahasram Prakirtayet. For those people, they will gain all these things. The next set of shlokas is very interesting. Yashaha Prapnoti Vipulam. Jnati pradhanyamevacha. Such people, they will become famous. One is from our standpoint what we gain. Another is from the standpoint of the people. This person will become famous. Person will become known. He can become an icon in the society. By what? Not only just chanting of Vishnu Sahasranamam, but because of the chanting of Vishnu Sahasranamam, he will gain all of them, and when he gains all of them, naturally he will become popular, and from popularity he will become famous. Then he will become a role model. Achalam Shriyamapnoti, the one who stay put in this sadhana of Sahasranama, Shriyam Apnoti. Shriyam meaning what again? Prosperity is indicated. Shreyaha Prapnoti Anuttamam. Shreya Prapnoti meaning what? He will also gain what is Shreyas. When it comes to down the earth, it is prayers. All the whims and fancies, kamam, then all these things and beings whom we are desiring for or what we are desiring for, they are all prayers. But Shreyas is also indicated. Shreyaha Prapnoti meaning one will get mukti, moksha. He will also get that. Nabhayam kvachidapnoti viryam tejascha vindati bhavatya rogo dyutiman balarupa gunanvitaha. Na bhayam kvachita apnoti. One will become fearless. Why fearless? There is no bhayam. Will I get this? Will I get that? Will I achieve this? Will I accomplish that? In the worldly affairs, all those will not be there. Why? Bhagavan is ultimate goal. Therefore, there is no bhayam. Abhayam pratishtham vindate viryam tejascha vindati. He will have the valor. He will have the power, energy. To what? To fight his own lower values. His own baser thinking. He will fight over and win over. Viryam tejascha vindati. The brilliance will automatically come to him. Bhavati arogaha dyutiman. He will become arogaha meaning what? The one without any kind of disease. Physical, emotional, intellectual and spiritual. That which causes dis-ease in our growth, such diseases, such obstacles will not be there. Balarupa gunanvitaha. Balarupa means the man with strength. And gunanvitaha. Not only we have lot of strength, not only we have knowledge, not only we have prosperity, not only the fact that we become famous, gunanvitaha. At the same time, we will remain humble, we will remain simple, and will be endowed with all virtues. Rogartho muchyate rogat baddho muchyeta bandhanat bhayan muchyeta bhitastu muchyeta apanna apadaha. Rogartho muchyate rogat baddho muchyeta bandhanat bhayan muchyeta bhitastu muchyeta apanna apadaha. Rogarthi muchyeta. All those people who are suffering from all kind of diseases, they will be relieved of all those diseases. They will become healthier. Baddho muchyeta. Baddha, people who are bound, who are attached to all things and beings of the world. Bandhanat muchyeta. They will be relieved. They will be released from all those kind of bandhana. Bhayan muchyeta. The one who is caught up with fear. He will be free from any kind of fear. Muchet apanna apadaha. People who have got some apat, they will be released from that. Durganyati taratyashu purushah purushottamam stuvannama sahasrena nityam bhakti samanvitah. Durganyati taratyashu purushah purushottamam stuvannama sahasrena nityam bhakti samanvitah. Yaha nityam bhakti samanvitah stuvan. Bhakti samanvitah. There are very categorical statements, please. With bhakti, not with noise, not just because I have to finish, not because dar I know everything, therefore go one shatab, they finish. That is not considered as parayanam, that is considered as noise according to me. You may feel bad for this statement, I am sorry for that if you feel bad. That is not the purpose of Vishnu Sahasranama chanting. Very clearly it is said, Nityam Bhakti Samanvitaha Stunvan, for them Durganyati Taratyashu. All problems, all obstacles, all hindrances, all pain and suffering will be completely removed when we chant the name of Purushaha, Purushottamam, the ultimate Lord, Bhagavan Vishnu. Vasudevashrayo martyo Vasudeva parayinah sarva papa vishuddhatma yati brahma sanatanam. Vasudevashrayo martyo Vasudeva parayinah sarva papa vishuddhatma yati brahma sanatanam. Vasudeva parayinah. Bhagavan is the supreme, therefore I surrender unto him. Unconditionally. No conditions applied. In every, our bhakti is always with an asterisk. Conditions apply. Why? If you give me, I will become bhakta. If you don't become, I will change Bhagavan. Think. No conditions. Vasudeva eva parayana iti yomartyaha. Yomartyaha, whoever he be, sarva papa vishuddhatma. He will become clean. He will become completely devoid of all papa. He will be released from all papa. Vaikhana, yesterday we talked about. One who digs a hole, puts all our papa into it and finishes, closes and says, over. Now you are a Shuddhatma, Vishuddhatma, Yati Brahma Sanatanam. He reaches that ultimate abode. Navasudeva Bhaktanam Ashubham Vidyate Kvachit Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Bhayan Naivopajayate. Navasudeva Bhaktanam Ashubham Vidyate Kvachit Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Bhayan Naivopajayate. The one who thinks of Bhagavan, Bhaktanam, Ashubham na Kvachit Vidyate. Na is in the front. Na Ashubham Vidyate Kvachit. For whom? Vasudeva Bhaktanam. And such people will come out of samsara. What is samsara? Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Bhayam. Fear of Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. Bhayam will go away. He will live happily. Na eva upajayate. He will never have such fear. Imam stavam adhiyana shraddha bhakti samanvitah yujjedatma sukha kshanti shri dhriti smriti kirti bhi. Imam stavam adhiyana shraddha bhakti samanvitah yujjetatma sukha kshanti shri dhriti smriti kirti bhi. Imam stavam adhiyanaha shraddha bhakti samanvitaha adhiyanaha. The one who studies, who practices, who chants. What? Imam stavam. This stava, this stuti, this stotra. Yujjet atma sukha kshanti. Sukha and kshantihi yujjet. They will be united with. Yujjet means to get united with. Meaning they will experience sukha, happiness, kshanti, peace. Shri means prosperity. Dhritihi actually means fortitude. Otherwise, we may translate dhritihi as that strength, that inner strength. We are not talking of the physical strength. Dhritihi talks of inner strength, the stability. Smriti means memory, meaning there will be no loss of memory, and because of that, they will remember whatever they have studied. That is also a prayer. Shrutam me gopaya is what? May whatever I have listened to, may it remain in me. May it not get lost. Kirti bihi. Right? Therefore, Bhagavan Nama is so much of benefit oriented. In case we didn't know, therefore Phalshruti is told. You don't have to worry. What will I get? Will it take me there? All that you don't have to worry. Everything when one will get. And what is it that one will lose? Here it comes. Na krodho na cha matsaryam na lobho na shubhamatihi bhavanti krita punyanam bhaktanam purushottame. Na krodho na cha matsaryam na lobho na shubhamatihi bhavanti krita punyanam bhaktanam purushottame. One will no more get into what is called as krodha. Now here we have to understand carefully. One will step into that particular phase where krodha reduces in the initial stages, and slowly that reduction of krodha becomes more and more, and at one stage you will no more have krodha. Why? There is no time for such krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, ityadi. Why? I am busy with Bhagavan. I have no time. All those people who talk about all and sundry in the world outside, all those people who gossip about other people are people who are foolish. Why? They are not taking Bhagavan's name. Instead, they are taking every Tom, Dick and Harry's name and wasting their life, and they are wasting other person's life also. They are wasting other person's time also. Therefore, if you have time, you must think of Bhagavan. And if you think of Bhagavan, you don't have other time for other things, for gossips. Think. Therefore, na krodho, na cha matsaryam, na lobho. None of these negativities can touch this person because he is busy with Bhagavan. Bhavanti krita punyanam bhaktanam purushottame. Krita meaning bhavanti krita punyanam. Only punya will come to him. Why? The mind is no other occupation to gain papa, to gain sin. Therefore, mind will only gain punya. Purushottame bhaktanam, devotees of Purushottama. Dyauhu sa chandrarka nakshatra khamdisho bhurmahodadihi vasudevasya viryena vidhritani mahatmanah. Dyauhu sa chandrarka nakshatra khamdisho bhurmahodadihi vasudevasya viryena vidhritani mahatmanah. Everything, right from space, Surya, Chandra, Nakshatra, Kham, Dishaha, Bhuhu, Mahodadihi, all of them, space, sun, moon, stars, Dik, everything are supported by, everything has the Adhishtana as Bhagavan only. Vasudevasya Viryena, because of Bhagavan only, all of them survive here. All of them are able to exist. Sasura suragandharvam sayakshoragarakshasam jagadvashe vartatedam krishnasya sacharacharam. Sasura suragandharvam sayakshoragarakshasam jagadvashe vartatedam krishnasya sacharacharam. Vartate. Idam vartate meaning what? They all stay here. They all exist here. What? Sura, celestial beings. Asura, Rakshasas. Gandharva. Sayakshaha, Rakshasam. Jagadvashe. All this Jagat, they are in the Jagat. Vartate. Krishnasya sacharacharam. Characharam, all movable and immovable things. Everything. Krishna alone is the Adhishtana. Everything is resting in Krishna. Everything is functioning because of Krishna. And why Krishna Naam is taken here? Because Bhagavan Sri Krishna was very much pratyaksha in front. Therefore, look at the beauty here. Bhishmacharya recognizes and acknowledges the presence of Krishna as the Bhagavan. And all these names what I have told you, Yudhishthira, is Vishnu, and Vishnu himself is Krishna. Therefore, to recognize and indicate, in the Rotary Club, Lions Club and all, whenever members come, we appreciate and recognize the presence of Mr. So-and-so, so-and-so, and one lady will go and give one flower. Everybody is seeing him coming. What was the need? But the recognition. We also look for all that, isn't it? We want others to know that I have come. We want others to know that I have done. We want others to know that these are things which I have done. Krishna doesn't expect, but Bhishmacharya says, he recognizes. But at the same time, there is a knowledge. What? Krishna alone is Vishnu. And what we talked, Sahasranama, belongs to Krishna only. Asya Krishnasya sacharacharam. Indriyani mano buddhis sattvam tejo balam dhritihi vasudevatmakanyahuhu kshetram kshetrajna evacha. Indriyani mano buddhis sattvam tejo balam dhritihi vasudevatmakanyahuhu kshetram kshetrajna evacha. Indriyani, our sense organs, manaha, mind, buddhihi, intellect, whether it works or not. Buddhi, sattvam, all the good qualities, good virtues what we have. Tejaha, brilliance. Balam, strength, shakti. Dhritihi, that fortitude in me, that ability to hold on in me. Vasudevatmakanyahuhu, it is because of the presence of Vasudeva. And kshetram, this body. Kshetrajna, that because of which this body is able to function. Evacha, it is all what? Vasudevatma. One and it is only one. Sarvagamana acharah prathamam parikalpate achara prabhavo dharmo dharmasya prabhurachyutah. Sarvagamana acharah prathamam parikalpate achara prabhavo dharmo dharmasya prabhurachyutah. Sarva agamanam acharah prathamam parikalpate achara prabhavo dharmo dharmasya prabhurachyutah. Prabhuhu, here Bhagavan Vishnu, dharmasya prabhuhu, he is the Lord of all dharma. Achara prabhavaha, the one who himself has walked the path, trekked the path during his avatara, he has set himself as an example. Therefore, prathamam parikalpate, one has to think of him every time at the beginning, one has to think of Bhagavan. Rishayah pitharo deva mahabhutani dhatavah jangama jangamam chedam jagannarayanodbhavam. Rishayah pitharo deva mahabhutani dhatavah jangama jangamam chedam jagannarayanodbhavam. Rishayah, sages. Pitaraha, pitrus. Devaha, celestial beings. Mahabhutani dhatavaha, the whole elements, panchabhutani. Jangama ajangama cha idam jagannarayanodbhavam. All of them, moving and immovable, everything. Jagan Narayana, Jagat, Idam Jagat, Narayana Udbhavam. All of them have come out of Narayana and they will go back into Narayana only. Narayana alone is everything. Yogo Jnanam Tatha Sankhyam Vidya Shilpadi Karmacha Veda Shastrani Vijnanametat Sarvam Janardanat. Yogo jnanam tatha sankhyam vidya shilpadi karma cha Veda shastrani vijnanam etat sarvam janardanat. It is only from Janardana. It is only from Bhagavan. Every branch of knowledge has come out. Yoga, the knowledge of yoga. Jnanam, jnanam what? Any branch of knowledge. Tatha Sankhyam, even the Vedanta, which is subjective knowledge. Jnanam here represents the objective knowledge. Sankhyam represents the subjective knowledge. Vidyaha, all Vidyaha. Shilpadi karmacha. Vidya is not only that which you go and learn in the colleges and schools, even the professional Vidya, even the Kala Vidya, all of them are indicated here. Vedaha Shastrani, all the Vedas that came out of Bhagavan, all of them are from Janardana. Vijnanam etat sarvam, everything is born out of Janardana. Eko Vishnur Mahadbhutam Prathak Bhutanyanekashah Trilokan Vyapya Bhutatma Bhunkte Vishwabhugavyayah. Eko Vishnur Mahadbhutam Prathak Bhutanyanekashah Trilokan Vyapya Bhutatma Bhunkte Vishwabhugavyayah. Vishwabhuk, Bhagavan is the one who is the enjoyer of everything. Te Bhutatma Trilokan Vyapya, having spread all the three worlds, he only enjoys. And who is he? Ekaha Vishnu. One and only Mahavishnu. This is a very interesting point. We have to understand one thing very clearly. When it is said Eko Vishnu here, Vishnu can also mean the supreme principle. Vishnu can also mean Shankha Chakra Gada Padmadari. Both. Here Vishnu is being projected, Vishnu is being praised, Vishnu is being worshipped. Therefore we may say Vishnu. But otherwise, Eka can also mean supreme. Therefore, Shiva, Ganapati, Devi, all are included. Right? Therefore, one should not jump to conclusion, oh, how can you say only Vishnu? My Shiva is great. Here Vishnu can mean Vyapakatvat, the one who is all-pervading reality, whoever he be, he who. Eko Vishnu Mahadbhutam Prithak Bhutani Anekashaha. He pervades everywhere. Three lokan, in all the three worlds. There is only one Vishnu. Yeah, what is that? Antar Bahischa Tat Sarvam Vyapya Narayana Stitaha. We have heard earlier, isn't it? Therefore, Ekameva. And he alone enjoys the whole experiences of all enjoyments, either as the Ishvara or as the Jiva. Jiva is what? Amsha of Ishvara only. Therefore, he is the ultimate enjoyer. We will stop here and we will continue tomorrow. Tomorrow we will complete the Phalshruti. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.